Hello everyone, what's going on guys, GameX here, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm gonna make a tutorial of how to make this thumbnail. And yeah, one thing to notice that you see all of these extrusions, these things that are like going out of my skin. I'm not going to be taking through that in this tutorial. I'm gonna be making another tutorial soon, or yeah, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't done that yet for the extrusion tutorial of how to get like these nice things out. You see like all these things that are like popping outwards. And yeah, so today I'm just gonna show you how to do the thumbnail. So if you want to do this, then you will not have extrusion right now, but yeah, I'm gonna make an extrusion tutorial soon, so make sure to subscribe to not miss out. Also leave a like if you want more thumbnail tutorials. But let's get into this video. So the rigs that I'm using is CMR version 1. I'm gonna leave a link to that down in the description below. The problem with this rig is it's not free. It costs a bit. So yeah, you can just go down there if you want, buy it, or you can click on the second link that I have, and that's another rig that is actually free. So it's not this rig then, but it's a little bit similar. This is a bit different, but it's a little similar. I'm using it in a Lightroom Great Effects. This Lightroom is free, so I'm gonna leave a link to that down in the description for you to download. And once you've downloaded, you just need to put it in here, and then you're gonna get these like weird things down here, and that's how it's supposed to look. So yeah, once you have your character and the rig inside Cinema 4D, then you gotta just basically follow my steps. So I'm gonna start off with actually moving my character a little so he looks a bit cooler. So I like just moving out my arms a little, and okay, you gotta click on exactly this thing, because all these red things or these green things or blue, they're all for movement. So this one, if you move this, if you click on this and move upwards, then you see the arm is gonna be moving upwards. That was a bit too much. Let's go back. So if I move this and move so, then the arm's gonna hurt. Also, if you totally need Cinema 4D, you got some movement controls, so movement, so you just can move around. So I'm just gonna like put the arm a bit out a bit, and make a little bend to it, either by putting the mouse in front of thing, selecting this tool up here, and then just dragging it in. Now I'm gonna do the similar thing with the right arm, move it out. This one I'm gonna have a little bit different though. I'm gonna have the bend face in the front like this, because in my opinion that looks pretty cool. You can think what you want, but I like this actually. You don't need to follow exactly the tutorial, but I guess some of you will, so I'm just gonna make it so some of you can follow. Next thing is moving these legs, and just move the legs. I like I'm this family. I think I'm gonna like put them like this. It's a pretty cool thing in my opinion, like having him a little bit like sitting. So because then that's gonna look a bit weird like this, because the foot is still wants to be downwards. You just move it so it's not looking that weird, but it doesn't really, you don't really see it anyways, so it doesn't really matter. So you're just gonna try to move it right, and the other foot I am just gonna put it in the front. Now you basically already have your character down, or just position for your character. So now we're gonna move on to the text. And yeah, the text, you wanna click on Mo Graph up here, click on Mo Text, change the font to whatever you want. You can go to dafont.net and find a font there. I'm personally gonna use Amity Jack, and I'm gonna put something like your text, but here you wanna put your own text. So yeah, then you wanna click on middle. You wanna go to, now you got your text, have it in the middle set. So now you wanna just move it. Actually, yeah, you can move it right already, kind of. So in this for this thumbnail, I'm gonna have it next to my character, like this. And did I actually select Amity Jack? Yes, I did. Now, once you have it next to a character, you probably want to make it a bit fatter, because it's so thin right now. So click on the text again, and like make it like twice as much, something like that. So I'm gonna make it to like 20. That looks pretty cool. I might just change it to like 25, so it's a bit fatter. Now go to caps, select fillet cap, and press steps 15. Fillet cap, steps, oh, that was the wrong one. Steps 15, and here you want to go either one step or engrave, but you can also mess around with some others if you want to. This is just your choice. Personally, I like using engraved. It looks amazing. It looks a bit weird now, but it will look cool soon. Maybe move it a bit closer. There you go. now you got your text almost done, but you don't want to have it just white. So now you can either double click down here, and here you get a white color. This you can change color, and you can drag it just on top of the text. But before you drag something on the text, actually, you want to click on the text and click on this one next to perspective, I guess. This tool right here, make editable. Now that the text isn't one text, but it's like for every single letter you got one, and you also want to open it like this. So now when I put this on, it will be on just one letter. But if you can either have some colors, so you do some colors, you can like add like maybe like 3 colors, and like maybe make one green, one red, and yeah, so we got some colors now. Let's move like on the blue ones. Let's just make blue on everything first of all. So yeah, I like having like 3 different colors. Then you can put blue on all of it, and then the second color you're gonna put on top of it, and then it is gonna become like this. So you're just gonna see the second color for now. But once you have put it all on the different things, you wanna go and you see all the colors right here on the side. You wanna go to everyone, press enter C1 with a big C, and once you've done that, you see the blue one is just gonna be around, and then now you just have the blue color around and the other color in the middle. Personally, I do not like too much having colors, so I am going to put in some block colors from Minecraft, since it's Minecraft thumbnail. For that, you want to go down to this link below, another link, to download this pack right here, Cinema 4D rigs, and it's the blocks and items rig. So this one, once you put it into Cinema 4D, it's gonna pop up a thing like this. You wanna click blocks, and here you got a bunch of different blocks. For this video, I am going to be using, what am I going to use? Dark oak, diamond block, and a golden block. You just double click on all of them, and then you can close this window down. You see you have the blocks from there, but you also have them down here. So you click on them, delete them. You wanna delete them all, just so now they're gone. And now you got the colors from the different things down here. So as I did with the last one, this one I'm gonna have on outside, so I'm just gonna put it on all. And this one I want to have on inside, so I'm gonna put gold on the top ones and diamond on the bottom ones. And now press the gold or the diamond color or the one that's to the right, and enter C1. You can also just copy it and paste it again. It's much easier, so you don't have to type C1. So you can just keep on pasting it, and then you see it looks a bit weird in Cinema 4D, but it's gonna look much better soon. And once you've gotten all that in, you basically got your text ready. So the text looks pretty cool now, in my opinion. What do you think? But yeah, you can do whatever you want if you do the text. You can put the text in front of your character if you want. If you want, you can also add some, like, for every single letter, you can move it a little. That looks quite cool. But I actually don't like it too much when you have it on the side. So when I have the text in front of my character, I'm mostly just moving these a little, just to make it a bit more random and it looks better in my opinion. And yeah, you got your text there, you got your character, but your character, he needs to hold something. It looks pretty boring, and also he needs to stand on something because he's just flying now. So I'm gonna put in the blocks and items again, the same as we used for, and I'm gonna find a block that I want to stand on. Personally, I like using the grass block. Use whatever you want. So double click on that, and it's in here now. You wanna move it downwards, like exactly under your character. It's now I have to really get it right, the height, so it's the same height, so we actually can stand on it. Good. So move this down a little, and yeah, there we go. We got it basically right. This one is a bit weird. I don't know why. Move it up a bit more maybe, and wait, that's this one. And yeah, this thing looks weird again. Don't care about that. It shouldn't happen to you, that thing. But no, it won't happen to you because it happened when I did extrusions. So that's for another tutorial as well. And now basically I got it basically right. So he's standing on it for now. I'm actually gonna make it a little bit bigger first of all, since my character is pretty big. And I move it right again. And now look at this. This looks already much better than before. So we got the text, and we got the character, and we got something for the character to stand on. Now the character needs to hold something, otherwise it looks pretty bad in my opinion. So you can go to some of the rigs. I'm gonna put this weapon rig down below. So this sword rig, I mean. So you can just put it in, drag it in, and then double click on this thing right here. And now you can move it. As you see, it's ultimately gonna be in move. And here you have your sword. This rig is also a quite cool rig, since it's so customizable. When you click on the rig right here, you can go to stone, iron, diamond, or gold right here. So that's pretty cool. So I'm personally gonna use, what should I use? I'm gonna use a diamond sword for this video. And you can also make it enchanted if you want. I don't like having it enchanted, so I'm gonna have it off. So I have a diamond sword now, and now you just wanna move it right into your hand. You can either move it into your hand, or you can move it like next to your hand. So there are like two ways of doing it. One of them is like having it stick out a bit to this side, or one of them is like just having it inside of here. Personally, I'm using a rig that has fingers as well. I didn't use it for this video because it's quite complicated getting its fingers. That might also be for another tutorial of how to add fingers to like any of these rigs. So now you basically got it. I have basically got my sword now, put to the right location, and now the sword makes everything look much better. And yeah, and over here I also want to hold something there. So personally for this, I'm gonna be holding a potion. I'm gonna be putting this advanced potion rig in the description as well. A bunch of stuff in the description, and you can find some kinds of different potions here. I normally like just using this normal healing potion. And once you get it in, you wanna move it up. Once you've moved it up, just like move it into your hand. And oh, you can also move by holding Alt, because you see I'm not going up here all the time for moving. So you can move around by holding Alt on your keyboard and then just move. So that's a much easier way than going up there every single time. So just place it how you want it. I'm personally gonna have it like this somehow. And yeah, this looks already really cool, this thumbnail. And one more thing, you can copy this glass bottle a bunch of times by click on it. And oh, not double click, just click on it once. Then you want to press Ctrl C first, and then on your keyboard, then press Ctrl V. That has duplicated it. Now you can just move it around, just like, it's pretty cool in my opinion, like just having some random potions fly around. So that looks pretty cool. So you can just like copy it a bunch of times and paste it again. So press next one, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. You have pasted it, and now just move it like somewhere you want, and just like change the rotation a bit, so that makes it also look a bit cooler. You might see in some of my thumbnails like actually just random potions like flying around. That's because I'm like doing this strategy. It's super cool in my opinion. I love this. And yeah, so just potion here, and I guess I'm gonna have a potion up here as well. So like a little bit further back, so it's not as big as the one that I'm holding, I guess. You just gotta find like the right thing to put it back and change the angle of it. So yeah, now one more thing, because this looks also straight. Now you can click on the camera option right here. Click on this little camera. Yeah, then you made a camera. Then you want to click on this rotation tool right there, and just click, hold, and move it to either side. I think I'm gonna go to this side for this thumbnail. And once you have done it to the side, just click on this thing next to the camera, and then you're gonna be inside the camera. Now when you move the camera with you. That's a pretty cool part. And yeah, that's basically all for the Cinema 4D part. One more thing, some render settings. You wanna have the output. You wanna have these settings right here. Wait, never mind. You don't wanna have that. You wanna have this 1920 x 1080 pixels. Just copy all of these settings. On save, here you just want to copy these settings down here. Also all of these things, make sure you have exactly the same as me. And here you can put it wherever you want. You can go for your computer and you can just put it wherever you want. You can just look through some other stuff, but not really. I don't really use any of the settings. You could use if you want, but Yeah, and you can also name it. So I'm just gonna name it tutorial, I guess. And now you change it. Make sure that format is PNG as well. Now you can just close it down and saves automatically, and press render. When you press render, something like this might pop up. Maybe not if you're using another rig. And then you see it first of all going to be black for some seconds, but after some seconds it should like start rendering. It is just like some shadows. If you wanted to have a bit brighter, you can change some things on the Lightroom, but this is fine for me. So as you see, this looks quite cool. There are rig as you got a pretty cool picture now of your skin with the text. And so let's pop into the Photoshop port. Once you have your Photoshop open, it should look something like this. You might already be familiar with Photoshop, or you might not. So first you wanna download this thing right here, the Monda Shadows 25k pack. You just wanna drag it in, and then this gonna come up, and just press OK. It doesn't really matter. And after some seconds, or it might not happen for you, but I have a quite slow computer, so then this thing should pop up. You can just kind of just close this down, this timeline. And yeah, once this pop up, you should find some different things. You will probably also find, this is probably how it looks for you. And yeah, you want to find some different kinds of stuff here. As you see on the side, you have some bunch of things. This color correction, you want to duplicate group, and then this thing right here should pop up. You want to scroll down and name the document whatever you want. You can just name it tutorial or whatever you want, and then it's copy it. And you see it on here. Here's the other one, and here's the one that we are going to be using. Now you're gonna go image size, and this thing should pop up. You're gonna change it to 1920, and the height should change automatically to 180. Press OK. Now when you now you can actually just activate this. You should have this like weird picture popping up here. I've already deleted that, so just open it up and click on visible here. Click on this thing to open it up. Scroll down, click on the picture, and then click delete. It should be down here. And now you can close it down again. And if you want to have that as background picture, that's fine. Personally, I'm just gonna find a picture on Google and use it as my background picture. Or actually, I'm not gonna find one of my Google. I'm just gonna use it of my own screenshots. So I'm just gonna be using like this screenshot right here. I made this myself, so it's best taking a screenshot yourself if you don't want to take any risks. And make sure that the quality is 1920 if you want the best quality out of it. So 1920 twice 180 if you were searching Google. So that's the best thing. Now you can just take in the picture that you did and on the center already. So just like drag it in. And then press this thing up here. Now you have your almost done basically, or there's some more stuff to do. Now you wanna just press on this thing, the background thing. Press filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and change it to like 10. Or if you want to have it more or less. If your picture is bad quality, you can make it higher, so basically you don't see the picture. Personally, I like going with like not too much, maybe 7, something like this. Now you're here. The next thing you're gonna do is go back to the Shadow 25k pack, go to render effects, and here you see some different things. And click them, and you see all of these things. They look a bit different, not too much. So you can just use any of these. I'm just gonna try this out. And to try this out, to copy this layer, you wanna have the one you selected. Right click on it, click copy layer style. Go to your one. And go to your thingy, the Cinema 4D render, right click on it and paste. So that looks quite cool in my opinion. I like this one. So now we got these kinds of effects here. Don't care about these things. Now you can press Ctrl J once you're on this. It's gonna make a copy of it. You wanna go to filter gallery. When you have selected the one that's on top. Go to styles, glowing edges, copy these settings, or if you might already have them, press OK. You want to change the opacity, make it down a little of this, and you also want to change this to linear dodge, add or overlay. Personally, I'm gonna use overlay for this video because I like having it a bit darker. You're gonna go for the first one again without the effect. Press Ctrl J, filter gallery. You wanna go to artistic, plastic warp, copy the settings. Okay. And here you wanna use the same thing as used earlier. If you use linear dodge, or if you used overlay, or actually you don't have to use the same, but I am going to use the same, so I'm gonna use overlay again. Actually, I'm not gonna be using the same for this video. I'm gonna use linear dodge add to make it a bit. Nah, never mind. I'm gonna use overlay. It looks cool, in my opinion. So now you've got these 3 layers with so that makes this a bit cooler. And you also make sure that you take the opacity down so it doesn't look too weird. Because if you would have this opacity up, it would look really weird. So I'm just gonna take it down again. Maybe like something like this. Make sure it looks good. And yeah, I'm not gonna make any glow on this. I'm gonna make an advanced tutorial of how to make the text glowing. So subscribe for that. And yeah, if you want, you can add like some kind of thing for your sword. I'm not sure if there's sword glows, and you wanna click on them. And once you're here, you can like show these things. You see that glow was there. There's this one with the lighting, if you wanna have some lighting around. Or there's this one. I'm actually gonna go with this one. And there we go. Then we're gonna right click on it, duplicate group, and go to the one that you selected. Okay. And now, once you have on it, press Ctrl T. Ctrl and T at the same time. And then you can move it. So you just want to get it like exactly on your sword. You can make it smaller. And just get it on exactly on your sword. Also, when you make it smaller, press Shift, because otherwise this is going to happen. If you don't want it to happen. So press Shift at the same time, and then it's going to hold the same shape. But if you need another shape, you don't need to hold Shift. You can just reshape it if it doesn't fit to your sword. Once on your sword, the sword might look a bit cooler. This looks a bit cooler for me. And yeah, one more thing. It's one more rig. You don't have to do this. I really love doing this. You want to drag it to a +1. And yeah, once this one should look something like this. No, something like this should look like. Then you want to click on these ones. No, wait, what? Where is it? This one's the 51 it stands. You wanna hide everything else, so it's gonna look a bit weird. You wanna copy some islands. You're not gonna have this one because I'm changing it myself. So you wanna just like copy this one or this one. So I'm gonna use this one for the sake of the tutorial. Just use that tool, go around it, then go this tool, and move it, and you wanna just go on your tutorial. Or go on your name. And does that look weird? That looks a bit weird. So let's try to get a bit more of it. We didn't get the last dot. So there we go. That should be better. Move it over here. And now this is for our eyes. You can move in. Go upwards. And now actually one more thing you should do is press OK, filter, and then liquidify. Here you can move in, zoom in by Ctrl+, and you can make this brush size a bit smaller. You probably should like maybe do something like 50, something like that. And here you can just move this around to make this look cool. I like just doing some like random things and make them look cool. Maybe make the brush a bit smaller, and you're just gonna basically mess around with it. Just do some like random stuff. Because it's like making it liquid and it's making it look a bit cooler. So as you see, it looks a bit weird. But the weirder it looks, the better it's gonna look, basically. I know, that sounds weird, but... so just want to do like some things like this. That looks pretty cool for me, I guess. Press OK. And this is for the eye glow. Now press Ctrl T again. And you can move it around, make it smaller, make it fit to your eyes. Just get it to fit perfectly. And I think that should be fine for that eye. I'm gonna press Ctrl J again to copy it, and Ctrl T to get this up. Wanna move it to that eye. and make it just a bit smaller so it fits. And yeah, that looks much cooler than the iPhone in my opinion. What do you think? Does that look cooler? And yeah, that's all for this thumbnail tutorial. And yeah, that's basically the thumbnail. The thumbnail that you see right now, I have the glowing text on. So if you want to make a tutorial on the glowing text, it takes like 10 minutes or 5 minutes to do so, or maybe 10 minutes. Then tell me down below, and tell me also by leaving a like on the video. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, bye guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more of these tutorials, and also leave a like if you enjoy them. Bye guys.